everyone.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to our training today. I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of our Canva MCC account, and I want you to all enjoy using it because we've got lots of functionality that's free because we're MCC, and it's a shame to waste it. So you can use it and add to your PowerPoints and things that you do for your students and so forth. So what I've done is I've done a little presentation using the Canva presentation tool and a Canva presentation template. And I've got about, I don't know, 8 slides. And in those 8 slides, I'm going to do a bit of an overview. And after that, I'm going to go onto Canva itself and help with designing a card that we're all going to do together, or you're going to do it on your version of Canva so that you'll have a real hands-on experience. But I wanted to give you a bit of an overview first. And while I'm doing it, it will show you the capability of the presentation tool as well.
Hey,
So,
Kirstin.
yes.
Sorry, but it says that you've been going for 10 minutes. Is that a problem?
That's interesting. Look, I
Thought
feel
I'd pop
like,
that.
yeah, I don't really know how the recording works. So I think we'll just carry on because we've got the other
Okay.
training coming straight after, and
Okay.
hopefully I can just maybe chop the recording half
Yep.
to get that little
Well,
preamble
that's
off.
entirely my fault because I had to record you lot singing happy birthday to me. So apologies there, Kirstin.
Just thought I'd give you an
That's
FYI.
okay.
It's a
Yeah.
team
Thank
training
you.
session, so
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Okay, no worries. All right, so I'm going to present for you, and I'm going to pull this down here, and I'm going to share my screen into full screen. First of all, I'm going to share my screen like this, and then I'm going to do this. Okay, so here is my title screen. Look, I've got all of you people there. I'll pull you down here. There we go. Now, cool. Okay, how to use MCC Canva Part 1. So a little bit about what is Canva. Now, have you all used Canva before? Put your hand up if you've used Canva. Okay, just Liz hasn't used Canva before.
Only very basic for me. I'm pretty bad at it.
Okay, all right, and I've seen a few things Locke's done. So yeah. Well, we can always learn more anyway, and we can also tell each other things, hints and tips if there's any hints and tips that we have to share. So yeah, good. It's actually a Australian company, I believe, Canva, and when I just did the upgrade, I was the 17 millionth person to open it since the upgrade. So it's a really huge, worldwide, fabulous free tool for graphic design. And there's also a paid version. Now, I have a paid version myself, but Fiona Oates, who's going to join us in the second session, she started one for MCC, and there was a great big uh, process involved in doing that because they are kind to education people and they let us have a free version. So basically what it is a huge range of illustrations and graphics, fonts, photos, videos, all sorts of graphic things that we can use in our designs. There's also little elements like we can add shapes and all kinds of different levels of things that we can use to make beautiful graphic outputs. Lots of templates and so forth. So we'll go a little bit of an overview of that today. So what we're going to do today is we're going to learn how to create a Canva. We're going to orient ourselves to the dashboard, review a lot of the things that we can create. We're going to create a birthday card for our fabulous lead trainer, whose birthday it is today. We're going to learn how to use the toolbars. You could make your own birthday card for yourself if you want. We're going to learn how to use elements, and we can import a picture and remove the background if we have time. And then we're going to export the card. So there's a lot to be done. The goal is to basically get a basic overview, to get your hands on it so you can practice, and to know how to import and export, which is the big thing that we can do with this MCC account that you can't necessarily do with a free account. You don't have that freedom to export all of the wonderful things that we can export. So when you open the Canva window, and hopefully you can open it now, I'm going to do a little bit of a static orientation before we get into the nitty gritty, but just so that I can show you some of the controls, because it is a little bit confusing and it looks a little bit different to how some of the software that you might have used before. So basically, this is the opening window that we see, and all of these tiles here in the front are my existing files. So it looks quite messy. You can organize these and make folders and so forth a bit down the track, but at first you're going to see everything there and it's a little bit overwhelming. The main area that you need is this left-hand panel. This is Bit Control Center. So whatever window you have open, look to this left side here to see some of the big controls. For example, here, this one is my arrows pointing the wrong way, is the create button. Okay, so that's what we're going to use in a minute to create a new Canva. This little symbol here, the little hamburger, if you press that, that's at the top, that can get you back to the home screen, because this home, which we can see here, is not visible in every design that you do. So just to give you an idea, if you get lost, you can press the hamburger and you will not lose anything. Everything is saved. So whatever you've been working on, if it suddenly disappears, it will be back here in this section. So if you go back to home, you'll see what you've designed here. Now, this section here in the green, this is all the different kinds of things that we can create. So we can create a video, we can create an Instagram post, we can create any kind of presentation or document or all sorts of things. So if you know what you're going to create, and look, that's important for, say, a video file, which is, I don't know, however many pixels by this many. Like if you're making a TikTok or something, it's going to be this size. It's going to be an oblong shape. So that's why it's important to use these if you're very specific about what you're creating. But today we're going to create a card, and so that's the input that we're going to put. And also we're going to, in the second part of the training, we're going to create a GIF, and I'm going to do a horizontal card for that. So we're just doing two very simple formats today. So don't worry about that too much. Because what we're going to do is we're going to use this create button to do that. So if you press the create button, and you can all press the create button right now, you'll come onto this screen here, which is create a design. So what we're going to do is we're going to write into the prompt card portrait. So if you can write card portrait into the prompt and click enter, you will hopefully then get our next screen, which looks something like this. So you'll have a blank Canva open where you have a blank document in the middle, and then you'll have something here in this menu. Does everybody have that?
Sorry, so I clicked on card and it just brought up card portrait 5x6, 4x6, this. So which did you click on?
Oh, okay. So that doesn't matter. Just press any of those sizes, because one of the great things that Canva does is that you can resize it.
Okay,
So
I've got it now. Yeah, okay.
yeah, any size that you work on, you can resize it to the size that you need, and you can just there's a lot of flexibility. It's not too important at this stage. So okay, is everybody ready with the document?
Yeah, but all my pretty pictures went away from the side. Does that matter?
Okay, so then you just press on the design button on the tools and they'll come back again.
Okay.
So now if you click on any one of the cards that you can scroll up and down that with the scroll bar or with your mouse when you hover over it, and you can see lots and lots of card options. And if you click on one, surprise, surprise, it will then jump over to your working space, and it will be then the thing that you can work on. So I'm going to do it with you in real time in a minute, but I just wanted to stop and show you some of the controls that you have so that, because I wanted to put a big yellow box around them to just explain to you how Canva thinks, because then you know how to manipulate the items. So all of the items on the card, has everybody got a card on their document now? So if you click on any of the items, they are all separate items. So you can click on them, press delete, and it will be gone. And you can Control Z to do, up here, there's a little back button, and then you can get it back again. So if you click on it, like see how this one here that I've clicked on has got the handlebars around it? That Clicking on it then signifies you are going to perform some kind of action to that element, which will bring up another menu here. So this menu has popped up because I've clicked on this item. This is a very important thing for you to understand when you use Canva, because each element is separate. So each element you can manipulate. So when you see this toolbar at the top, it is working on the thing that is selected. So that's, yeah, pretty important to know. So for this diagram, this is a vector diagram, we can change any of those colors by clicking on the color thing. We'll do that in a minute. I just want you to understand the theory of it just at this point. But you can see how there's a blue color there and there's a blue feather. So if we click on that blue feather, we can change all the blue feathers to pink, for example. So anything that's clicked on, that's where the colors come up, we can change it. Sometimes the graphic element can't be changed in that way, and we won't see those colors, but we can still flip it, we can crop it, we can do other things with it with that menu bar. So down below, there's another menu bar. Now that menu bar operates the page. So you can get a new page, you can duplicate the page, and so forth. Oh, I forgot to mention, see this other little menu bar here? That is also to do with the selected item. So you can lock it, you can duplicate it, you can trash it, and whatever else those three dots says. So that's why, that's pretty important. Now, this very bottom one here, that's got to do with the page view. So this menu bar will make it bigger or smaller. That's your zoom. So that's why if you started a 5x7 document, which is kind of small, you can make it bigger to fill the screen, and you can operate, you can change your font size and whatever. And if you then want to change it to an A4 size, all of the fonts, everything will be scaled up. So it doesn't matter. It's all in proportion. But if you've got a multi-page document, you can look at all the pages and so forth. And you can do full screen and so forth. So then this area here, which I was telling you about before, has got a lot of hearts in it. Now, how did those hearts come about? Well, I looked at that birthday card and I thought to myself, needs a heart. So I went to the Elements tool here and I clicked on the Elements tool, and I got a new, that opened up the Elements menu, which is this menu here. So the Elements menu is giving me shape elements, graphic elements, photo elements, frames, and so forth. And I wrote in the search heart. So that brought up all of these hearts. And so then I haven't, but I could, and I will in a minute, click on the heart and it will come into the diagram. So you see how this toolbar here is then giving us a whole lot of other options. But each one, before we had the design one clicked, and that brought up a whole lot of different designs. But now we want to go a bit granular and we want to put the elements in. So we click on the elements. If we wanted to put a text box, we'd click on the text and that would put in a text box. The branding tool is more for companies. Uploads, I can show you how to do that. If we want to upload a photo, we use that one, and so forth. And also a lot of apps, they can bring a lot of apps in here to do other fancy things. So fancy, it's unbelievable. Okay, thank you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in there and let's go into our birthday card. Let me just move this. Okay, so here's our birthday card. So that is what we were doing, and I had the hearts up here. All right, didn't I? Had heart. So hang on. Elements. Click the elements, Kirstin. Do your training. All right, go over there. So elements, we want an element. So I'm going to search heart. Click enter. And then suddenly I've got all those hearts back. Now I want to put a big heart. Now see, actually where I hover over here, see I've got EDU on that. That means it's educational it's available to our educational account. So other people would have to pay for that or would be able to use that. So we've got a lot of extra functionality and things that we can use from that. Okay, so let's just put this beautiful heart on there. See how I've just clicked it and hey presto, there it is. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and I'm just going to put it there like that. Back to this thing here, let's just change those blue feathers to let's change them to something. Let's change them to red. Yay. And then we'll do it the same on this one. We'll go to click the blue feather. Whoops, we'll click the blue feather and we'll change it to red. Nice. Okay, and I don't like that balloon. Oh no, the balloon is in this frame. So you see how you click on anything and it's a separate element. So now the photo has gone to the back here, I'm presuming. We've lost the photo, but I'm just going to Control Z so that we get back what we had before. Okay, but all of these things are little things that someone put in because like me, they wanted a branch. So maybe they put branch into the search bar and they found a branch. So go ahead and whatever card you made or you got, why don't you find something and add it? So if you want to add more things, so the shapes is basically simple shapes, but if you want a graphic, if you press the see all, you'll suddenly get lots and lots of graphics. Okay, but if you want to, let's go back. Oops, that's going to take us back to that. That's not what we wanted to do. Okay, I'm very good at Canva, just saying. There we go. So elements. So what about, say we had heart, or when I've clicked there, search, this is also giving me the browse menu. So you can go and click on one of those and that will bring up all of the things. But we'll put heart back again because that's what we were doing. So if we want to go to the photos, see all, then we've got a photo. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that one and I'm going to make that big. There we go. Oh, actually, maybe not so nice. Okay, I'm going to delete that. You get the idea? So feel free to design away. You've got 5 minutes.
Can you print them when you?
So what we're going to do when you've finished is we're going to download it, okay? And then you can print them. So anything we create on here, let's do another.
I've had fun. I've played with mine. Mine looks pretty. Let me show you.
Oh yeah, okay. So how do we do that? Oh,
there. I changed it. It was all brown and it had grass. I put this on it. I put these hearts. I put these hearts. I put this heart. I changed that color writing and I changed the bunting.
okay. I think you need to take off really great sight.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
Okay, just click on that. Now press delete. Oh yeah, or you can do that. Perfect. Now I think maybe you need to put your name on there. So why don't you click on happy? You click on happy. Oh, happy birthday. Okay. That's interesting. That's a graphic. All right. Well, let's put a text box in there. Click over onto that left menu. Yes, text. Did you click it? Yes. Add text box. Can you click the yes? Perfect. Now, if you write your name on there, Liz, L-I-Z. Okay, now pop up to, see where it says Canva Sans. Remember what I was saying to you about yes? Now, first of all, maybe make it a little bit bigger. See where it says plus on the 12 at the top, because anything you want to do to that, yeah. So this top bar is controlling that element. So make it even bigger. Beautiful. Maybe make it bold. Oh, well, let's change the font first. Go to Canva Sans where it says Canva Sans. Okay, cool. Now that's going to bring up lots of fonts. So you can see that is now coming up in your menu. Beautiful. Change it to that one. That looks lovely. There you go. Now, do you want to change the color of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the color where it says the A up. Yep. Text color. And you can scroll down. You can choose where the little rainbow circle is you can choose any color, but if you want to come down, those colors that you've got your mouse on now, they are colors from the picture, so they'll tone in nicely. That's a good way to choose the color.
Why isn't it changing to that one then?
Good question, because maybe it's not highlighted. Maybe they want you to highlight it. So go and yeah, beautiful. Try now. Right. There you go. But that doesn't really stand out very much. Now stop. So click on it. Yeah, no, yeah, but yeah. But you might move everything. So what you need is the handles. Oh, well, that worked good. Sometimes when you want to move something like that, you're going to click on the thing behind it. See, now stop now. You see down there, you've got two circles. The circle on the left is going to rotate it, and the circle on the right is going to move it. So if you press that circle with that one, yes, that will move that whole box. So if you click on that circle, no, a bit down, further down. See, there's a two white. Yeah, that'll rotate it. The one on the left, the other one with the plus, yes, that'll move it. So if you hold that, that will pull that whole box around. Moving the box. Beautiful. See what I mean? So that's how you know, because it's selected. So see, whatever you select, it's going, yeah, you can rotate that because you've got the little handle.
What if I just want to move it up? Move it up.
You can move, yeah, you can move it like that. So look, sometimes because an image like this has got a lot going on, you might select something that you don't mean to select, which means you know, you have to sort of keep clicking until the thing gets the handles, the thing that you want gets the handles. Okay. It is a bit tricky. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to download them, because we're going to get to the end of our am I still sharing? No, you took over the sharing, so I'm going to share.
No, I stopped sharing. I'm bossy.
That's right. Okay.
It's my birthday.
So now what we want to do is we want to use this image, don't we? So the way we want to use this, first of all, I need to put Liz on there. Okay, because what is the point if we don't have Liz on there? Now I'm going to get it big like that, and I'm going to move it usually. Okay. Wish you all the best. And I'm going to do, see, I'm going to grab that. Because you are the best. Okay, beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that. Now, if we go share here, we want to share this design. You don't need to see yourselves, do you? We'll move you over here. Okay, so we get a few options when we share it. So look, with the MCC account, we cannot see each other's designs. So that might be what we want to do. We might want to share it with each other. But what we want to do right now is we want to download it. So we go to download, click on download. Now, there's a few options. In a minute, we'll show you how to do the GIFs, but right now we're going to choose this PNG format, which is the best thing for this kind of item.
Sorry, excuse me, where was the download thing? Sorry.
So if we go share, if you click share.
Share, okay, sorry.
Yep, and then you get download here. You can do this print thing is actually super good. If you want to do your photos or whatever, you press on that and literally sends it to Canva and it will come. I've done it. It comes to your house in a beautiful package in the couple of days. It's amazing.
Oh,
anyway, we're going
nice.
to download it today. So we just download it. And actually, I've got a spare page there, so that's not going to work. I mean, it does still work, but it's going to be a zip file if it's more than one page. If you just want the one image, make sure it's only one page, page one, and then you just click download. In fact, let me just take off that page because otherwise I can't show you.
Do you have to choose a size?
Nope.
No.
Oh, it does give you this. And if you're making, you know, when I do articulate or whatever, I maybe make it smaller so that it's, you know, if you've got a particular specification, you can change the size. But you don't have to. And there's other times when you might use this transparent background. Like if you're making a logo, you don't want to have the background around the logo. You want to have it transparent. But for this birthday card, we don't. So if we just go download like that, you can see a little thing that's telling us that we're doing it. And then it'll come up here in your downloads.
Yeah.
And then you just, what we can all do now in the 1 minute break, because we've got to go to the next training, is we can attach it to an email and send it through to Liz and say happy birthday. So I'm going to ask you to, I'm going to stop the recording, I think. So I'm going to stop sharing. And then I'm going to stop the recording like that. And let's just jump out and